Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the WiX Online Meeting 299, one away from the big 300. Not that that means anything other than it's kind of a cool big round number. It's October 17th, 2025. Yeah, things are happening. This meeting's recorded for those of you that aren't with us right here, right now. Otherwise, we're going to talk about the WiX toolset. We'll do triage like we did last week. And if you're here, go ahead and say hi. We've already been chatting a little bit in in chat. I've been talking to everybody. People have been talking back. It's been great in a nice way. Bob is not with us today. He's out, so I thought maybe I should cancel the meeting, but then it was small, and I thought I would try to do this just on my own. Hopefully that goes okay. So it's just all of you in chat and me. So I've delayed long enough. I'm not kidding. This is going to be a very short meeting because I'm going to go show you triage right now. We have two issues to talk about. And I looked at them a little bit beforehand just to because I had a little bit of time. And let's talk about them. So, uninstaller attempts to remove file from wrong path when directory is nested inside a directory ID user profile directory, 9151. So they've done this strange thing where they're using the user profile dir. They're trying to use the environment variable to set a directory to that environment variable. And then their tree is actually rooted in target dir because they have no parent. This is WiX 4. Well, one of the WiXs. So, maybe we should stop letting people just have floating directories so you don't get yourself rooted in target dir. So the hope here is that the set directory will then force this user profile directory out from wherever target dir happens to be, which be the root drive that is the largest drive out there, blah, blah, blah. And then they notice that their set target dir is set in the folder, and then during uninstallation, it's doing something really strange and combining the two folders together, which is very strange. And they are saying that that is a bug in WiX, which would make sense if WiX had anything to do with the install time behavior, but we don't. This is a MSI behavior, and so you'd want to go take this up with the Windows installer team because it's not something we could fix. A better way to handle this, though, is to just pick a standard directory that isn't the user profile directory, and there's probably got to be one. I don't know what that user profile is, but anyway, this issue will be external, and they can go take it up to the installer team that it behaves so strangely. I do agree it's very strange, but in general, you should avoid set directory because set directory forces any components that are inside that directory to be recosted. They have to, because you move a whole directory tree, and then the installer has to say, oh, well, these files were in these folders. Now you move them, so I have to go back to recost them. And recosting is disk access, which means recosting can be expensive. So basically don't do any of what this person did. And if you choose to, and you try to do this, then there's a strange Windows behavior here. So basically don't do that. And if you want to, you have to ask the Windows installer team why it doesn't work. All right, that's 9151. On to 9152. Make it possible for files to handle installation per user folder by adding a new attribute. It's a little bit more than a new attribute they want. They've pointed out that when you do a per user, when you install files to a per user location, you will get ICE38 will get upset at you because they don't like files as the key path for per user components. It's kind of goofy and not a great experience inside the Windows installer. So their proposal is to allow adding a registry key to define where you would then create a registry key per file, so that the file would get so each file would be, when generated, would create a registry key for it, and then you would not get ICE38, but for every file you would get a reg key installed with your file. And that sounds terrible. This is not the solution to the problem. I don't think we should make it easy to generate thousands of reg keys for your thousands of files, or however many files you have. One reg key per file in this situation is not a good way to do this. So while I appreciate the idea, this does not lead people towards a good direction. And you definitely wouldn't want to do this for per machine files, because per machine files in rooted in those directories can be the key paths and should be the key paths. So you wouldn't want to do this. So all in all, I get why they want to do this. Seems like a very direct solution to the problem that has lots of other bad consequences. So I appreciate the idea, but we're not going to roll a reg key per file from the files directory into it. We'll have to tackle ICE38 a different way. And we've done a little bit of research into it. So there's got to be better ways of dealing with that than this sort of thing, which is, not great. So, that's it. Like I said, 2 issues, one of them external and one of them a feature request that, while interesting, is not going to lead us down to a great path. So I don't think we're going to go that way. We'll have to figure out a different thing for a problem I appreciate. That's it. That's triage. That's what I have. It's going to be a short meeting. Bob's not here to provide a lot of additional banter, so I'm just kind of talking to myself and all of you in chat who are just kind of chilling out. This is where I fill space a little bit in case anybody has anything else that they want to bring up in chat to talk about. The next meeting is the 3rd Wednesday of October, and I wrote down the 15th. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So October 15th will be the next WiX Online Meeting. At some point, we've talked about going through our backlog of issues. I'm not going to go through them by myself because Bob has a lot of history on a number of them. So I won't start that today, but maybe we'll start that next week and kind of see how that goes. We'll see. And that's all I have. I don't know if you guys have anything else in chat. Just want to say hi or whatnot. I'll get these issues will have to be edited. I have to go through and type it all up myself without Bob here to do all the back end typing for me, but that's all right. And yeah, I think we're going to have this meeting out in a 10-minute meeting, which is not bad just because mostly there weren't that many issues to tackle, which is fine, which is good, actually. I totally forgot. There was a 602 that came out. I hinted at it last meeting. I totally forgot that happened in between here. That had a bug fix in the splash screen, of all things, in Burn for a customer. So 602 is out there. It's a very small fix, a very small change. So if you're on 601, you're not missing anything unless you ever thought that your splash screen looked a little blurry. It looks less blurry in 602 for a Burn splash screen. So yeah, that happened. I should have put that in the agenda and mentioned that ahead of time, but that's it. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. I think I filled enough space to give people time to type into the chat if they had any topics they wanted to make sure we got covered. So given that, I'm going to give you guys back all that extra time, and we will continue to have people figure out who can be the king of the hill and the top fans. Thank you, Bert, Zach, and Ron for hanging out, participating in chat with me, make sure everything looked good. And we'll be back in a month from now, the 3rd Wednesday of October, for meeting number 300, which will be very exciting. So until then, you guys take it easy. Bye.